Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Bros 1975.
This is Bomb Jack on the Amstrad CPC, released by Elite in 1987. That's an absolutely glorious effect, and in certainly no way does it make me feel queasy. Quite reminiscent of the Spectrum effect, just the colours are a little bit more sort of on drugs. Anyway, it's based on an arcade machine of the same name, released in 1984 by Tekken, and basically you play a superhero who can jump and glide but cannot actually fly, and he has to dispense all the bombs on a certain number of screens. I believe there are 5 screens at different locations from around the world, and depending upon whether or not the fuse is going on the bomb, that will give you more points. There are enemies that you have to avoid that are, you know, themed upon the level that you were on, or at least the first level, which is the Sphinx, and there are sort of pickups and points and stuff like that, including a pill. It says P, so I'm assuming it means power, which makes you, or freezes all the enemies and makes them destructible. Think Pac-Man, and then you can get rid of them easily and basically clear the stage. Now, played this in Westward Ho as a kid. Don't think I ever saw it in Minor, but definitely saw it in Westward Ho, and it was one of those games, you know, such a simple design, but just so well executed, you know, and the graphics were simple, but they definitely had a certain charm to them. They were really colourful. I mean, it was a good looking game for 1984, and me and my brothers absolutely loved it. And then Elite came along and ported it to the Spectrum, Amstrad and Commodore. I have gameplays with the Spectrum and the Commodore. The Commodore looks brilliant, but the spacing is all wrong. With the bombs, the enemy, and the platforms on the screen. That sounds really weird, but if you play it, you'll know what I mean. The Spectrum version doesn't look as good as the Commodore. Obviously, it's a lot sharper. Interesting to see how this looks. I have not played it. I mean, the screen is the same there. But the Spectrum version is it's superb. The magazines loved it back in the day. So did me and my brothers. Amiga version and Atari ST versions came out a couple of years later, maybe 1989, and they were fucking awful because they did the same thing with the spacing problems. However, I have a gameplay of Bomb Jack Beer Edition where someone ported a far closer to the arcade version of Bomb Jack, obviously homebrew, and it's fantastic. Right, so what? J for joystick. Haven't played this in ages. This is a hacked ROM, but I am not going to cheat. And then one player. So, right, there you go. Alright, so the side of the screen has a bezel, which looks like the Spectrum version. You can see the fuses go. The enemy's quantum leap in. That's the point. What I usually do with that, there you go, see? Don't come down. Yeah, what I usually do with the P is usually like Pac-Man, to make me indestructible so I can get to the next stage. Is that the Acropolis? I don't know. And then there's some German castle. Clear the bombs from the corners of the screen and not just the top, the bottom, because you can get penned in really quickly. There's a pterodactyl. I think it's a pterodactyl. I don't know. But it's really slow moving and an utter pain in the ass. So this looks fantastic. So this looks basically like a properly colorized version of the Spectrum version. Not like it's got weird colors that they just banged in. It looks, yeah, this looks awesome. Come down, Char. No! Pesky slow flying pterodactyl. Hang on, wait. Yes, it keeps the bombs. That's a good thing. One thing I hate is when levels start over, but then it wouldn't really work with this, would it, if it completely started over? Fall down! Ooh! So, this is a pretty good version. Don't let the fact that I'm shite at it put you off. Right. That bastard! Oi! I don't know what that did, just gave me points. Right, no, don't! UFO! Shit's going mental! Whew. Cityscape. Yeah, this is a really, really good version. I like this. I'm just shit at it. Hence the awkward pauses. You can't see him. He zones into the background. That's not cricket. I don't like that. Also, I never collect them by order of fuse. Simply because, do I look like I'm that good? Oh, look at that! And so what's that? That's a cityscape. I always thought it was a power grid when I was a kid. Right, you have to press up. It's weird, because if you just press... Look at this. What the... Hammer it, obviously, to control your descent. Wait. Yeah, so press up. Oh, if you just press jump by itself and don't hold up, you won't go all the way to the top of the pillars of bombs. I'm liking this. I will say this. This is better than the Spectrum version, but not by much. It plays exactly the same. It's just better than you know. See, look, Amstrad kids, I can pay you a compliment. It's just better in the fact that its visuals are better. It's certainly way better than the Commodore 64 version, because that version is just crap. Doesn't play right. I'm sorry, Commodore kids. If you disagree with me, you are wrong, because the spacing is all wrong. Play it. Try it. Trust me. If you've never played it, right. Also, this is a terrible game for me to talk and play at the same time. Or maybe this is just how I talk in real life. Could be worse. Can't fucking talk. Come over, Shara. Thank you. Yoink. It's all about pressing up and hammer it as soon as you start to slow your descent. Use your phony gut as gloves. I didn't realise that was that. Again, top hand corners, not great places to be. They're world-ending places. Has he got it? Has he got it? Oh, look at that. Cut the blue wire. See what I did there? It's that fucking pterodactyl. Is he even a pterodactyl? I don't know. He looks like one. Look at me getting them with the fuses. I don't like that. Why do they do that? These mummies transform. Ooh, shake harder, boy. Yeah. Sorry, if you wanted commentary, I don't know, put a radio on or something. Surely something good on. Just don't listen to any of the BBC stations, and you'll be fine. TalkSport does it for me. Oh! Couldn't see him. Couldn't see him. Yeah, this is a great version. I think on the Spectrum I can clear it and then get like literally maybe 3 screens into the second stage. It is an old school classic arcade game in the sense that it's a rinse and repeater. Bollocks. But then you were expecting that. Bomb jack. That's what an Aussie would say, like bomb jack on the Amstrad CPC. Well done, Elite. Well done. Now, apologise for the Commodore 64 version and we'll talk no more about it. Anyways, always I'd love to know what you think, especially if you played this version back in the day. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.